So once again, this is your boy the man, NJ2TheCity for Y1A Analytics. Yeah. Star Point still exists. It's just about last month I was debating with myself because I literally just came up with Y1A literally out of nowhere. And I was thinking about faith first, God first. I was thinking about those things. And then it just popped in my head, youth first. And then I'm like, let's add another word to that. Athletics. Youth First Athletics. That's what Y1A stands for. And then I was thinking about another way to, put another extra word to that to describe exactly what I do when it comes to my football sports analysis. Or really just sports analysis. But again, the sports analysis that doesn't just it's not just football, it's other sports, but it's definitely predominantly football. And I just thought analytics. Y1A Analytics. Youth First Athletics Analytics. So yeah, that's what this is. This is Y1A Analytics on Brotherhood Niche Entertainment YouTube channel or Starpoint Sports Network, whichever one. I don't know. Because I might rename the Starpoint Sports Network on this YouTube. I might rename that to Y1A Network or just Y1A Analytics. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know. I just know I got that definitely those two premier sports brands. I got. By the way, sorry if I didn't actually pick my nose. I just rubbed my nose, just to let you know. Yeah. So Starpoint and Y1A. I mean, that's the two premier sport brands that I have. Youth First Athletics and Starpoint Sports. Or actually Starpoint Kids and Athletics, or just Starpoint Athletics. But I just put the kids part on the Instagram to get back to my original base of why I do the God first, everything that I do. Just to let you know. And even though everything I just said might have been confusing, let me explain it again. So my two premier sporting brands are Y1A, which is Youth First Athletics, and Starpoint Athletics. But on Instagram, I wanted to give back to my original base, so I put Starpoint Kids and Athletics. Because I also wanted to be like Academy Sports and Outdoors, so I thought to myself, how can I be like them? Okay, Starpoint Kids and Athletics, so I can, put the kids part to get back to my original base. So Starpoint Kids and Athletics is how I'm giving back to my original base. And then the Y one, you could say it's the same thing because of the youth part in there. But I added the analytics part just to make it again more official and so on and so on. So yeah, Y1A, Y1A Analytics, and Starpoint Athletics. But on Instagram, it's Starpoint Kids and Athletics, and on Twitter, it's Y1A_Analytics. Hope any of that and all that makes sense to you. If it doesn't, then I might have to explain it again, but just not in this video because I already wasted 3 minutes of your time explaining it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a big benefactor of the point being, God knows, I love sports, I love people, and trust me, I'm continuously coming up with new ways to honor, give back, and definitely, trailblaze my community of Nocatee and so on. Like I said, I'm beyond blessed to live out here, but I can assure you, we're not perfect, but we definitely have a lot of amenities that a lot of other communities do not have and definitely wish that they had right now. But again, Nocatee is definitely the number one most fastest growing community in our entire country, and I'm so definitely blessed and get to be a part of that. Everywhere you look, they have new things popping up here and there, and it's definitely the place to be for the long haul. I just hope to God that Nice once again catches up to that exact same thing with being a place that everybody wants to go to school for the long haul with high school. And the same thing with Valley Ridge and Palm Valley. Palm Valley is relatively new. Palm Valley is in the second year of existence. Palm Valley Academy, that is. But at the same time, I don't really know how the overall school environment is going there because it might always be one way when your school originally opens. It might be another way when you get another principal after the third or fourth year. We don't know. But again, I'm definitely the VRA Hawk ambassador. I'm definitely Nice ambassador. I'm definitely Palm Valley Dropcat ambassador. And you're thinking to yourself, Dropcat? Dropcat comes from the thing of I just want to rhyme top with something. And what that means is I'm the Pacetti Bay top cat. So I wanted to also, since Bobcat also is, obviously cat, I wanted to rhyme it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm the Pacetti Bay top cat, Palm Valley drop cat. That's what that is. I just wanted to rhyme it, and I just thought to myself, what better way than to rhyme it a little bit like that? I mean, it'd be better if Drip rhymed with it, but it doesn't. So I'm like, because I would love to have it like Palm Valley Drip Cat, but that doesn't rhyme with with top. So yeah, Pacific Bay Top Cat, Palm Valley Academy Drop Cat, and so on and so on. I will always be the God first best representation of our schools and our county and where I live in Nocatee as I God first best can. We're building up, and I absolutely love it. And we're gonna continue to keep trailblazing the legacy and the culture and the families and the foundation with all this stuff. Again, this is the God first future. This is the Mecca. This is the epicenter where you want to be, where you need to be, and definitely to grow, to continuously, keep up with the economy. Where you're gonna want to be to keep up with the economy. This is one of the top premier places you're gonna want to be out here in Nocatee with us slash with me and so on. And like I said, wherever you go, God first, I want to be, there for you. I want to be there with you, and I want to, again, show you around the Nocatee lifestyle. I've not literally been everywhere around Nocatee yet, but I can assure you, still out of the last 7 years. Yeah, ain't been everywhere, but I can still assure you, I love everywhere, and we can, again, explore Nocatee together and be a part of, once again, one big happy family in Nocatee. At least if you would ask me, and so on. And yeah, like I said, I'm a great young man. If in case anybody doesn't realize that yet, great young man of God. And like I said, I just love myself. I love God. I love family. I love community. And as I've said before, one of the top two things you hear about in sports is you hear about community and impact. And it took me a while to figure out what in God's name do those two words even mean. And then over time, I started to understand what in God's name they mean. And through that, I'm just definitely dedicated now to doing God first, whatever I can to help trailblaze our culture with those two words, community and impact, and and just represent the absolute best. I love Nocatee. I love, I love everybody. I love everything, and I just want us all to learn, big, and grow in Christ's name. And I know how to make the impact, and it's not hard. And I want everybody, like I said, I just want to be a good leader for other people on how they can make a godly impact in their own time, in their own way, in some of the simplest of ways, so on and so on. And with all that being said, I guess let's try to go back to the sports part of what I am filming this video for. Even though, like I say, the lighting is still a tad bit dark, and I've looked blacker than usual on due to this poor lighting. But hey, at least you can see my face. With that being said, by the way, sorry if it sounds like I'm trying to be funny, but I'm just not. If you meet me in person, you definitely see I'm definitely, possibly a lot more funnier than what I am, on camera to an extent. I hope to never force it. I hope to never force it where everybody's like, yeah, this guy's lame. I'm not trying to be lame, but sometimes I can understand you're lame without even trying. Sometimes you're a genius without even trying. Sometimes you're super funny and hilarious without even trying. But again, God first on everything. God is good for better and for worse. And that's one thing I know nobody can knock me on. God is good for better and for worse. And I'm very thankful for the life to make this video. And I'm very thankful, for the ideas and originality with everything that I'm saying in it for the most part. And yeah, with that being said, with that being said, what sports? Like I said, I love my Jaguars. I'm not a super fan of them, but I am a fan of them. They are my hometown team, and I'm so very thankful to be from Jacksonville for better and for worse. And I absolutely believe in the future of Jacksonville for better and for worse. I believe in the future of Bonaventure St. Augustine for better and for worse. And I look forward to seeing where we take a lot of these, again, brands, initiatives, small businesses, and so much more for the further advancement of all people. And again, with that also being said, I want everybody to understand, with the sports part of it, quarterback room, like I said, I love Nick Foles, but trust me, I did not even think we were going to sign him to a massive contract, what we did. I mean, you can literally go back on my Twitter, and I on the regular NJ2TheCity account, and I literally said that the Jaguars should, I literally said that what the Jaguars should do is they should sign Nick Foles and trade for Josh Rosen, just in case Nick Foles plays like crap. But that's because I thought that they were gonna sign Nick Foles to just a 2-year deal, something like that, 2-3 year deal, something like that, with not a ton of cash. They signed the man to a 4-year 88. They signed him to a franchise contract. And the problem is, he flamed out just this dang quickly. And that's what definitely got the upper management up in Jacksonville like, you signed Blake Bortles to a 3-year extension. Had to cut him after a year. You signed Nick Foles to a 4-year, even bigger contract, and he might be going after a year. I mean, come on, Jaguars. What you gonna do when they come for you? I love Garner Minshew. You know, I definitely do love him. I can assure you, especially knowing his background from Mississippi. I got family in Mississippi, so I'm very thankful for that. I've been in Mississippi a lot of times since my birth, so that is like a second home to me, at least when it comes to country wise. State wise, Orlando is my second Floridian home, and so on and so on. But I can again rest assure you that I love Garner Minshew. I love our quarterback room this year. It's him, it's Nick, it's Josh Dobbs. I love that. But the problem is Nick Foles playing like crap. Garner Minshew's won at least 4 games in his Jaguar career as a starting quarterback. So that says something, doesn't it? But I really, one of the top reasons I'm making this video is to let everybody know I don't believe the Jaguars are just gonna. I mean, especially if they do end up, firing Doug Marrone, Tom Coughlin, and whoever else. I don't see the Jaguars. I don't see the Jaguars drafting a quarterback in the first round of this year's draft. Again, you still got Nick Foles on the hook for that 4-year deal. So unless you're willing to just cut him or trade him, they're not, they're not gonna just draft a quarterback in the first round. I don't believe so. I think Minshew has definitely more than well deserved earned the right to if Nick Foles isn't here after this season. I think Garner Minshew has definitely earned the right to have one good seat how to carry us into next season. I definitely believe Garner Minshew's earned that right. And if he flames out, then once again we got next year with Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. So I mean, we don't need to reach for a quarterback in this year's draft at all, if you would have asked me. But if we did, we got a loaded crop of them. You got Justin Herbert, Jacob Eason, my boy, Jake Fromm, even though I'm a proud Florida Gator, and so on. So, I mean, we got people in this year's draft. This is a quarterback-driven class. Just like, you got Shea Patterson, too. This is a quarterback-driven class. Just like next year's class will be a quarterback-driven class. I just definitely look forward to God foreseeing, where we go with a lot of this. Because, I absolutely believe in the future of these quarterbacks, and because again, the pro football, not pro, actually it was CBS. Some CBS reporter, they have on their mock draft, they have the Jaguars taking Justin Herbert, and I was like, are you that? No, are you no. I can see Justin Herbert in the Jaguar uniform, but I don't see us pulling the trigger on Justin Herbert at all. I don't see that unless he's just too good to pass up. Other than that, I don't see it. But the teams that, again, still should be looking for a quarterback in the first round should definitely still be Tennessee Titans, the Buccaneers, the Bears. Oh, the Bears, I don't think they even have a first-round pick. And so on. So actually, the Bears are going to be looking for Cam Newton. And then the Carolina Panthers should not be looking for a quarterback in the first round. They should still, again, see what Kyle Allen can bring towards the rest of the season and toward next season. The point there is that for some of these franchises like the Jaguars and Carolina, do not freak out and feel like you have to choose a quarterback in the first round. Give your 6th round Garner Minshew and your undrafted Kyle Allen, give them their opportunities to prove to you that they can hold it down for the rest of the season, hopefully deep into next season, and possibly get a big contract. Because I don't want these guys, backstory to just be, oh, we played in NFL versus, no, we played and we lasted, we survived, we built franchises from the ground up, and so on. And that's what I want Garner Minshew and Kyle Allen's story to be, is not, well, we just played in the NFL. All these other sorry scrubs that are playing in the NFL, got overdrafted, overhyped, and so on and so on. You deserve your opportunity to prove you are the future of this franchise. Especially if they're not going to add more franchises with expansion teams. You deserve to be the leader of that franchise. God first on that. But I definitely think that teams like Carolina might bring in competition like Marcus Mariota or whatever else. It's definitely going to happen, and we'll definitely see for the further advance of all people where this all goes. But this is, once again, me, your Borderman, NJ2TheCity for Y1A Analytics on Brother Nation Entertainment YouTube channel. Your Borderman, NJ2TheCity. out.